welcome to Japanese Garden Bristol. This is part 6 of Secret Features.
Okay, so I've just done a little bit of marking on the pot, but I'll show you what I've done. So I've marked up the length, the long length one. 2 marks down there because I'm going to put 2 wires through that one there, and I'm going to put 3 wires in this one here just to hold it, just to secure it. So what I'll do, I'll drill the holes down through this ones and the ones I marked underneath, and then we'll wire it all together. On the holes, all I've got to do now is feed the wires through. So I'm just bending them down so you can't see them, then pull them tight. Chop this off here, and then bend that down over the back there so it's not seen like that. Okay, so then I'll do the next one. This can be a little bit fiddly because you don't get the wire exactly straight when it goes, because the bamboo's hollow, it won't meet the hole at the other end. So you've got to get them dead straight to get through. So the bigger these the mats are, the more difficult they are. I've done a water feature. Today, if you've seen my water feature I've done in the summer, and that looks really good, really effective. Looks really good outside the conservatory over the pond. I'm really pleased with it. So I'm using the same technique as that, and that was big sheets, and I had a lot of problems doing them. So there is a video out there somewhere of them. They're really good, really impressive then. Yeah, shame about the wires, but the wires they do go rusty and that, and kind of go the same sort of colours of bamboo eventually. So won't worry too much about the wires because you ain't going to get away from that. Now I'll find out where I put the hole to. What I'm going to do with this one, what you want to try to do is leave yourself room if there's more than one cable of wire to put through. So you get that through, then you get through the next one, like that. Very, very fiddly. This one I can actually see where it's going through or not. Then what I'll do, instead of chopping it all off, bend it there. Bend it a little bit away from the where you're going to do it, where you're going to fold it to. Just bend it a little bit. That then gives you room to do the others, because if you tighten that up, it's going to be harder to get your next ones through. So make sure you give yourself that workspace to get the others through, because if you don't, you could end up having a lot of problems. You'll end up breaking it off, I expect, and trying again. So okay, so just one more here. Let's say I've done 5 holes in total, 3 up this end, 2 down that end to keep it secure. There we go. Now I can tighten this up now. So what I'll do, I'll pull that all the way through there, and I'll push that end around. So if you can see that, I've pushed this wire around. It's good to get the snips and just give it that extra bend. Top it off the other end. Try not to shoot yourself in the face, and then push it nice and tight and pull that cable down in tight. Same with this now. Pull that one around. You can use the snips just to push it in and give it that little tightness of it. And then I'll chop this one off. Close your eyes, because you never know where that's going to end up. Should have your glasses on ready. There we go. And then this last one here. Down, push it over, get the snip, push it in, chop it off, and push the end down in. With the snips, you always do a better job in your fingers. Right, okay, so there we go. Now, okay, right, let's go and have a look. There we go. Put that on there. I want to overhang it the back a bit so you can actually see the trough. That's what I want to achieve. Now I've come up with a bit of a new idea here as well. Okay, so here's the spoons here. They'll sit on the back there. Obviously I'm in my workshop at the moment, so there's not much room, but where I'm putting them, I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more room than this, but there should be. Where I got planned is kind of a good place. Okay, right. Okay, so that looks good. I'm pleased with that. Now, next step, I want to try to secure these. So what I'm going to do is fit a bamboo underneath there and underneath there, so it can't be knocked off. So it's going to stay there. So I'll just go and do that, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so what I've done is, if you can see, just here I put some smaller pieces on. Okay, and that should stop it from sliding off. Let's give it a try. There we go. Okay, so that's all in place. That's good. I'm pleased with that. We get the cups. Cups on there. I think 2 cups is enough. In Japan, you see these water bowls, and they might have many cups, many different outlets. So I'm keeping mine because it's quite a small one. It's about what's the size of this? It's 30 inches, 77 centimeters. Okay, so what I liked about this one is it's got a good depth to it, which is what I wanted to hide the pump. Yeah, and the nice straight edges. If you buy the stone ones there, you kind of find them all wee wonk and stuff like that. So this is ideal for what I want to do, I think. Right, okay, so that's that done. Trying to think of the next step now. I think the sealant's next, so we'll wait to get the sealant. I'll seal it up, and then we'll get it, give it a practice run with the pump. Okay, so I'll see you when I got the sealant. Okay, so the pond sealer has arrived now. It's called G4, and it is a deep bonding plastic coating for concrete rendering ponds. Keeps out lime and stuff like that. But I'm using it for this to seal this trough here. What I'm going to do is get a new brush, and I find these pot noodle pots really good for cheapness. If you have the odd pot noodle, I keep it because they're really good for putting hot kettle water in, for softening pipes and stuff like that, and also I'll use it for this. So I'll pour some in there and I'll get painting this, and when I've done it I'll show you what I've done, and we'll go from there. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so now the G4 is now dry. The pond sealer looks really good, although I have got quite a bit of build up on the bottom, but I'm not too worried about that. It kind of looks the same colour as the bamboo actually. So at least it seals it. Because it's concrete, I didn't want the water penetrating into the concrete over time and then weakening the concrete, and then it starts breaking up. So this should protect it for much longer. I've done the blocks as well, as you see. Here's the blocks. They're nicely like plastic, but I've set them down in, and also there's no, it's nice and clean, so there's no bits of concrete floating around to go up inside the pump. Now with the pump, I have tried the pump outside, water come out then, and even with it turned right down, it's too powerful. So what I'm going to do is go and find some piping and a valve. So if I put a valve on it, I can adjust the speed myself, because it's this little pump, don't have pump, it pumps really fast. So by having a valve, I can adjust the speed. So I'm going to go off and find that. Now that's the end of this project. Let's put it all back together. That's the end of this project, of this part of the project. Look out for all the other bits that's going to finish this off. This has got to go somewhere, and it's got to look good. It's got to look Japanese, and that's what I tend doing. So it's going well so far. I'm really pleased with it. Keep watching it and see where it ends up. I'll catch you next time.